All right, everyone. Welcome to my presentation. I'll be doing it on rocks. The main activity is going to be a very simple one, but one that I find is very useful for our students. Basically, our theme is rocks, and we're going to learn about the different types of rocks. So for our activity in this, the students will be taking a rock. They're going to be doing three things with the rock. They're going to be drawing the rock, which is a simple little sketch, because that's what real scientists do in the field. Then they will be describing the rock, its physical properties and all that, and then trying to identify the rock type based off their notes. Now, this would be pretty good for several different types of learners. In particular, I think the low-level reading, writing learners would find this very, very useful because saying describe this or tell me why you thought this way allows you a lot of leeway as a teacher to grade stuff. If the student can only do like one or two words, that's great. Or if the student is fully capable of writing out a paragraph or two, that's great as well. And as a teacher, you should know that and be able to look at it and grade them accordingly. So in this one, the modification is more on the grading side of things rather than the actual doing the project side of things, okay? So without any further ado, I will actually get started on my presentation as I would go to the kids. All right, students, welcome to our next topic, which is rocks. Now you might go, but Mr. Emmert, I know what a rock is. It's the thing I trip over in my yard. And well, yes, that is most probably a rock unless it's a stick. And of course, we've all seen rocks before, but there are many different types of rocks. That stereotypical gray rock there is one type, but then we also have like this heart-shaped thing and this Swiss cheese-like rock and this layered thing and oh my, this black thing with stripes. There are many, many different types of rocks, and we'll be learning about the different types of rocks and their stories. For each rock is a story if you know how to read it. We will see how they are born, how they are formed, and of course, how they're destroyed.
Awesome.
Okay, so yes, we will find out how to break rocks. But first, your first task, of course, before we even get to the whole looking at the story of the rock, is to do your notes. So make sure that before you go any further, you go and watch the video that explains what the rock types are. So otherwise you'll be very, very lost in our next activity. Okay, so pause this video, go watch the other video, take your notes. All right, welcome back, students. So hopefully you now are a little bit more knowledgeable in understanding what rocks are. So for our activity for this rocks, I'll actually come around when you're ready and give you a bag of rocks. And there'll be 4 different rocks in each bag. What you will be required to do is first draw it. Now, I'm not expecting the Mona Lisa, okay? So no massively good artwork, although if you really want to spend the time and make an excellent picture drawing of a rock, that's fine too. But, do your best to draw it. This is what actually real scientists would do in the field. They actually draw the rock, in particular where they found the rock, so we can find it later. Then describe it. What does the rock look like? How does it feel? The surfaces of the rock, etc. Use your words to tell me what the rock looks like. And lastly, you are to try to identify the rock. When we go over our notes, each different type of rock has further subtypes of that rock, and I want you to use your notes and your brain to figure out which type of rock it is and explain to me why you think it is that way. Okay? So I hope you're ready for it, because it's time to rock on!